The call came at 2:17 a.m. A man's voice, calm yet urgent. "Mr. Hale, your wife has given birth. She's in the ICU. You need to get here immediately." My hand froze midair. The coffee mug slipped from my fingers, shattering across the counter. My wife died 5 years ago. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. The world shrank into static. Then something deeper kicked in, not panic, but curiosity. Whoever this was, they wanted something. "Which hospital?" I asked. "St. Adeline's, room 407, he replied. I didn't argue, didn't correct him. I just grabbed my coat and left. By the time I reached the hospital parking lot, my hands were steady. I wasn't afraid. I was hunting. 5 years ago, I lost everything in a single night. Claire, my wife, 7 months pregnant, gone when our car skidded off the bridge. They said she died instantly. Closed casket. Her parents never let me see her. I grieved like a man learning to breathe underwater, quietly drowning. A year later, I thought I had learned to live without her. I built a company, moved cities, changed numbers, erased everything until that call. As I drove through the fog toward St. Adeline's, a thought cut deep into my chest. If this was a prank, someone had picked the wrong ghost awake. The nurse looked confused when I arrived. "You're Mr. Hale, father of the child?" she asked. She led me down a sterile corridor, past rooms filled with machines breathing for the half-living. When she opened room 407, I almost forgot how to stand. On the bed, pale and sweating, alive, was Claire. Not a hallucination, not a dream. Shorter hair, thinner face, terrified, but unmistakably her. "You weren't supposed to come," she whispered. Each word felt like a knife. I said nothing, didn't rush to her side. Just stood there, hands in pockets, watching her drown in guilt. Then a man entered, wearing a hospital badge, eyes wide with confusion. "Who's this?" "My husband," she stammered. The man froze. His name tag read, Dr. Samuel Lake, the same doctor who pronounced her dead 5 years ago. My heartbeat slowed. Everything, the accident, the funeral, the closed casket, clicked into place like puzzle pieces I've been holding upside down. I walked out without a word. The nurse tried to stop me, but I thanked her and left. By sunrise, I had a list. Claire Lake, formerly Claire Hill, new name, new address in another city. Dr. Samuel Lake, license renewal under review, a history of malpractice hidden behind donations. Bank accounts, offshore transfers tied to a trust. Claire and I had shared one account that should have closed when she died. She had faked it, with the doctor's help, for money, for freedom. I didn't rage. I calculated. I did nothing at first, just watched. 2 weeks later, I sent an anonymous tip to the medical board with financial evidence, requested a forensic review of her death certificate under an insurance audit. Finally, I rented a private room at St. Adeline's, room 406, right next to hers. She didn't know I had returned. I made sure her new husband's company got an unexpected audit notice, freezing every asset tied to her false death insurance claim. Step by step, her new life began to suffocate without me lifting a finger. Day 3, Dr. Lake's license suspended. Day 5, their joint bank accounts frozen. Day 7, her new husband vanished, reportedly under fraud investigation. And Claire, she was still in recovery, desperate, calling numbers that no longer worked. That's when I sent the envelope. Inside, her real death certificate, signed by Dr. Lake, and a photo of her holding our newborn baby 5 years ago, the child she claimed had died with her. She had lied about everything, kept the baby. I knew where they lived. I'd seen him. Same eyes, same quiet curiosity I once had. I did what she never expected. I filed for custody. Legally, Claire Hale was dead. Her child, my child, was an orphan. Courtroom silence. She entered, hands trembling, still pretending to be Mrs. Lake. When the judge read her death certificate aloud, her knees buckled, gasped from the crowd, whispered reporters. I met her eyes once, calm, controlled. "You shouldn't have called," I said softly. "You woke a ghost." Everything collapsed at once. The money, the lies, the man. She tried to explain, but every document, forged signature, and wire transfer said otherwise. Dr. Lake was arrested. Claire declared legally non-existent. And I walked out, my son's hand in mine. It's strange watching someone die twice. The first time I wept. The second, I simply watched. I don't hate her anymore. Hate is noisy. Silence is power. Sometimes I drive past the old bridge where she died. The water's calm now, as if keeping secrets for both of us. People think revenge is fire. It's not. It's ice, slow, quiet, patient enough to pull the guilty back from the grave. She tried to erase me. Instead, I became the ghost that ended her life twice.